Alrighty, welcome back. We got a real fun one today and a kind of vintage one today, actually. I can't believe it. You know what's crazy actually about making this video is today is the 22nd anniversary of this movie coming out in theaters. I saw this movie back then with my grandmother. We'll never forget, the opening scene. You got Shrek, you got the swamp, you got Smash Mouth. Do I say one of the best films of all time? Of course I do. Absolutely impeccable film. And the toys were phenomenal. Some better than others, but all good. It's like trying to judge pieces of gold. They're all gold. This is actually my original Shrek figure that my grandmother got me around the same time of us going to the theater. It's still in mint condition. I've had this thing on the shelf outside. Looks like there is a little bit of maybe some staining just because of age or because he's an ogre in the swamp. It's supposed to be that color. But just a classic. Had this guy forever. Still one of my favorites. This is actually another one. This was in the smaller sets. This came with all of the fairy tale creatures. And actually, you know what? I think this was in with the Outhouse playset. My brother had this one. And sadly, the Outhouse is gone, but still have the figure. Really good. Kind of a different facial expression. Similar, actually. Pretty similar. But in the smaller figure, it looks a little bit different. Great figure as well. But let's talk about the kind of coup de grace here. This is the set these aside here. This is the Duloc Dungeon set with Farquaad and the gingerbread man. That light is a little tough. Let's see if maybe taking that light off it's a little bit better here. Actually, you know what? Let's maybe take this light. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So you have Farquaad. It's a really good likeness. Even on that back wall behind him, look at that. You know, this is the problem. You can't take these out of the box. You know, certain things you can, but, you know, what are you supposed to do with all of that torture gear that's all still in the plastic in the back? You know, this stuff just gets lost, and you lose that background, you lose the detail. You know, it's a set. You know, the whole thing is a set. It's like, it's a film. Look at that. Oh, man, I didn't even know it. Like, all that different chain lengths, and, that stuff all gets lost. Look at the gingerbread man. You know, he's getting melted. Let's see if we can focus in there. Look at that. It's just unbelievable. One of my favorite sets. One of my favorite pieces I have. I bought this from a guy in England, actually, because I wanted it mint in box. I guess it's a little bit dusty, you know, and unfortunately, all of that's the problem. I got that Battle of Endor set, too. Star Wars, we'll take a look at that here in the future, but you know, that dust is on the inside. It's like, it's because there's these little holes, you know. I guess those are good, right? They give it a little bit of a venting so they don't get sticky and you don't get that plastic failure. You know, in the right light, it's like, oh, there's not even any dust, but in the other light, it's like, oh my gosh. But in person, you can't even see it. It's crazy. But get this light back up on my ceiling here. Either way, though, it is a fantastic piece. It's super fun. The box alone, McFarlane, dude, McFarlane. They were blowing it out of the park, dude, and they still are, but I think they were superior back in the day. Look at this. So that's what it looks like if you were to take it out. Cool, but you're telling me, come on, leave it in the box. It's got the little dialogue there with the Muffin Man. Fantastic. Yeah, see? That's the set. That's the set that little figure came in. Still, yeah, don't have the outhouse, sadly. they made some cool toys. They had a lot more than this too. I always wanted the house, you know, opening scene. I mean, God, that is good. That is really good. I need to pick that one up. No room. No room. But, yeah, and I don't know if there's anything different. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Oh, that's actually just like paint or something. It's not damaged. It could scrape off. But for what it is, we're, again, today, 22nd anniversary. Isn't that crazy? Unbelievable how fast time goes. But, you know, to still have it mint like that after all this time. I actually have this on a shelf on my rolling closet door. It's actually pretty secure. But I have no more room for any more Shrek stuff, even though I would love, it's some of the best, but I don't know. Maybe we'll find room here in the future. Stuff is pretty easy to come by. Like I said, this one, there were quite a few, but they weren't in mint condition. And for this one, you gotta have it. I don't even know if you noticed actually, but the top is actually kind of Shrek showing, you know, he's holding the display, you know, with his two hands. He's kind of holding it as like, oh, look at what I'm presenting to you. You can't beat that. They really just don't make stuff like this anymore. So yeah, this is a short review. It's not a new toy. It is still in box, but I just, you know, I had a friend over last night. It's one of his favorites. It's one of those that when people come in, there's a million different things in here. They always go, wow, look at that. Like you just don't see it. So yeah, just a short little review here. I got something pretty cool in store for tomorrow. So we will take a look at it if it arrives on time. Let's hope it does. So we'll take a look at that. And yeah, bye for now. Thank you so much.